Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode set in Galterra. Y'all don't want to hear me; you just want to dance. So let's get everything started and let's head into the game.
Who of us think that they are good dancers as their character?
I know for a fact that Corbin has the dad dance down pat.
Does Tuba have formal dance instructions?
I mean, she probably has some kind of formal dance instructions. I mean, she did.
Ballroom.
She was up with the higher crust of people, so.
I don't believe Imogen can dance.
Goon, like me, definitely has the heart of a dancer. Maybe just not the feet
of
an
the body of a dancer.
And the feet of an oxen.
There are some things that are just best left to professionals, you know?
Mm.
That sounded like the most medieval diss I've ever heard. I've got the soul of a dancer and the feet of an oxen. But yeah, let's play that theme music and let's get started. Alright, so we're gonna zoom back in on Galterra. So last we left, everybody went to the bazaar. By the time you got there, you guys kind of split up. So Bliss and Imogen went to the bazaar. Corbin and Tuba went to the temple, and Goon was passed out in the tub. So that's cool.
Just really getting his beauty sleep, right?
Yeah.
Beauty sleep.
Passed out is a strong statement. That's all I'm saying.
So, while they were at the bazaar, Bliss and Imogen saw a man trying to give a speech, basically kind of being yelled at while he was up on the stage, while a couple of people wearing bracers with the skull of tendrils on their bracer kind of watched, keeping an eye on that person. And on the other side of that, Corbin and Tuba have gone in very different directions while inside the temple, to the point where Corbin found a secret hidden side of the temple that seems to show three kind of older gods from a different era, including a giant statue of a black dragon. And yeah, that's the recap from last week. So I'm going to start with Tuba.
Hello.
So Tuba, you are still in your section of the temple there, and you've been praying for a little bit. People are kind of coming and going, but after a little bit of just kind of sitting there meditating, you hear someone come and kind of sit down not too far from you, and they're also meditating.
I'll look over to see if it's, just to see who it might be.
Okay. You actually recognize this person. They're at a tavern with the other adventuring group there. It is the elven monk. So he is sitting in front of you, about maybe a yard or two away, cross-legged, looking at you, giving a smile, not wanting to interrupt your meditation.
Once I notice them, I will nod. Greetings. Fancy meeting you here.
Well, my compatriots asked for me to give you give you our thanks for the warning.
I felt it was in need of being done. Understand that something is going on around here that is putting people's lives in danger, and I feel like you guys might have been part of that puzzle, and I just want to make sure that you guys are staying on your guard. Nobody needs to die around here.
Yes, in fact, I actually came with a message. The adventurers, Andrea and the others, they would like to actually meet you here after sunset.
Like in this spot, or
In the temple, yes.
after sunset. Well, I'm not entirely sure if I will be able to, because I'm really depends on when the group gets going. I know we were hoping to leave like as soon as everybody was able to go, but if we're still around, I will definitely do so, but I can't make any promises.
You see, that's the thing. After you gave us the warning there, we did a little bit of work on our own. It seems that the guards that would be at the checkpoint for you to exit regularly looks like they may be part of the cabal that
put us in
Emperor
this
Sesko
situation.
is. Yeah, that is part of the situation. Yeah, so basically, my invitation is to help you and your group of adventurers to help escape through some less conventional means.
I will definitely run it by everybody when I get back to them. Thank you very, very much. How would I get in touch with you to let you know that I can, or will you just come here and hope that I'm here?
We'll see you here. We know that you'll be here. And you see, he just kind of stands up and he starts to kind of walk away. He stops at the statue of Delatus, the elven god, and just kind of takes some anointing oil and just kind of like tips his forehead and draws a line between or on his chest.
Well, as he heads away, I will be like, may Delatus bless you. I will start looking for Corbin.
Okay. So where are you going to go to look for Corbin?
That is a good question. I know I'm going to go to where I last left him and saw him head off to and see if I can sniff or listen my way to him from there.
So you head to the main room. Give me an investigation check.
18.
Okay. You kind of perk your ears up and you're listening very hard. There is a lot of people, so it's really hard to kind of filter through the sounds. But you hear a weird kind of high-pitched ringing. It's not something that most of the other people around you are able to hear, but you can hear it. And it's coming from the left of the entrance.
I will start heading in that direction.
Okay. And I want to jump back over to Corbin.
The high-pitched noise is just me screaming.
So, Corbin, you are standing in front of the statue of a very large dragon. That it seems like part of it is covered in melted black stone or obsidian. There is a name at the bottom, almost like a plaque.
Do I even need to know? Like, do I even need to read the name? Do I know the name because of me having read the storybook plenty of times?
Yeah, you can roll a history to see if you know who it is or the indication of who it is.
That's 17 on the die. History is 19.
Okay. So yeah, you are aware of who this dragon is.
Of Elderpan, yeah.
Of Elderpan.
And I know kind of what his deal was in the story, at least. Story did not make him out to be very good.
Yeah, so you know that Eldercon isn't necessarily a god anymore. He was one of the 3 Storeborn gods, the first generation of gods that brought life to the realm after the Titans created the realm. You know that he hoarded magic in any way that he could find, and up to and including cursing his own sister and creating the race of vampires.
Yep.
Not the good dude.
Yeah. And you said that it's been like 2 weeks since we actually played last, but I think you said that my gauntlet was glowing in the same color as the statue.
Yeah, so your gauntlet is glowing, and parts of the statue are starting to glow and almost like not vibrate, but kind of like sparkle.
Okay. Hello there. What's going on? I'm just like kind of speaking to myself softly because I'm basically alone in this unused portion of the temple.
So you say that, but nothing really happens. You just see that the statue is still kind of starting to glow. It's almost looking like there's something underneath the stone part of the statue.
Oh, you're gonna make me touch it, aren't you? I think hesitantly, Corbin is going to go over to like the glowing portion and then like kind of gently touch the stone with his hand.
All right, so you go up and you touch it, and you see between the glove and the statue, it starts to glow a vibrant purple, and I'm gonna have you roll a dex save.
Oh, okay. 18.
Okay.
I'm rolling good tonight.
So you hold your hand up to it, and you feel power growing underneath, and you see the stone starts to crack, and you're able to pull your hand away before that crack kind of starts to spread, almost like an explosion.
Okay, can I like dive out of the way?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you're able to get out of the way pretty easily there. But you see the stone kind of covering this statue starts to break off and fall down. Underneath is a much more detailed statue of the dragon, made completely out of obsidian.
Well then, sorry for destroying the other statue. Is my gauntlet still glowing?
Yes.
Is that statue glowing?
Yes. It's glowing like inside, kind of like a deep purple. So it almost kind of looks like there's something kind of swirling inside of it amongst the dark part of the obsidian.
Well, I think I'm going to like slowly approach it, like getting around some of the bigger chunks of the dragon that is cracked and fallen off, and like try to appraise the workmanship on this statue a little bit. They've never put that much detail into its Duodealitus.
Julius,
Yeah. For them.
How dare you compare me to such a lesser god?
I turn around? Wait, like, where do I hear this sound coming from?
It kind of echoes throughout the room.
I'm sorry. Is that Elder Pum?
So you know mine. I'm still not impressed. What makes you think that you are worthy to wear that gauntlet?
Well, for starters, I can't take it off. I was promised that if I worked for the Obsidian Fang, I'm like starting to connect the dots there, I think.
Mhm.
That what I need most will happen.
And what did they say the cost would be?
I'm just trying to remember what the contract said. It was, I guess, my servitude, more or less. I have a contract with them to find, and then I kind of say what my contract was, which I think was find and bring back magical artifacts or relics and stuff.
Quiet, mortal. I will find what I want for myself.
And you feel something inside of you. It feels like it's kind of starting in your stomach, and it just kind of like envelops you, and you see kind of flashes in front of your face of Sandy, of drinking the elixir at the White Wyvern. It goes back to your childhood, and you think you may even see a couple glimpses of the future in there. He is essentially reading your mind and invading it.
I don't know if I like that. Can I try to stop it or like resist a little bit?
You can roll an intelligence save to try to
Nat 20.
to try to push him back.
17. Probably not enough.
So you try to push against, and he can sense that you're trying to push against.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
I may have use for you still. I know not what ails your child, but I will honor the agreement.
That is all I ask.
But there will be a heavy cost.
I just kind of nod.
I shall call upon you when needed, and you shall do what I ask, and perhaps I may give you some of my power, more than you already have.
Uh-oh. I was going to say, so I think I'm just kind of standing in like shocked silence, learning that the power that I have from the gauntlet is actually coming from Elderpon themselves.
Mm-hmm. So around this time is when the lantern kind of gets tipped over a little bit, and out comes tumbling Fulgoon.
This is the worst way to land ever.
So Fulgoon, you're not quite sure what's going on because you couldn't hear Elderpon before, but you kind of stumble out of the lantern and you see yourself face to face with the largest statue you've ever seen.
Oh, that's a big statue.
This statue is the statue of, comparatively to the other ones, a giant. They're chiseled, and they carry a large, basically looks like a club, but inside, like as part of the club, you see multiple, they look like spikes, but as you kind of look closer, you see that they're actually teeth, dragon teeth in particular, that have been like put into a knotted wooden club.
Do I see Corbin around me?
Yeah, you can turn around and see Corbin.
Corbin is more pale than usual.
You see Corbin is kind of in stunned silence, standing in front of a large black crystal dragon.
Is
like
the stone statue larger than the crystal dragon statue?
The statue that you saw there, the giant statue, is quite larger than the dragon statue.
Hey, Corbin, you think that's cool, man? Turn around and get a look at this. Like, way bigger.
I like slowly turn my head towards Goon.
And I'm just gonna be like two-hand like pointing like from your eyes up there. Look up, it's a lot bigger.
Do I say the line?
Say it whatever you want.
The line being size doesn't mean anything. Or size doesn't always matter.
Oh, man, where did everybody go, by the way? I woke up, had a great sleep. You know, one of the more comfier places to take a sleep, bathtub. But it's relevant. Where did everybody go? Where are you? How did I get here?
Let's go find them.
Right.
Let's leave here quick.
At this point, you see Tubo walks in and is kind of like entering the door and is looking around.
Hey, Goon.
Found Goon.
Tuba, how you doing, sweetheart?
Not too bad. I
Did you
assume
see
you
the
had
big statue?
That it is a big statue. Yep. I don't like it very much. It's pretty creepy. We should probably not be here.
Got a big club.
We were just leaving. I go around huge chunks of almost granite, almost obsidian, and start walking quickly towards the door.
I don't even want to know what happened, and let's go. Come on, Goon.
Best if you don't ask.
And
You don't
I'm
have
not
to
gonna.
yell. You don't have
At
to
least
yell
not right now. Nobody's yelling. You just got a headache. Here, have some water, and I'll create water in like a little goblet of sorts that I pull out of my backpack quickly.
Your giant backpack.
Water, you say? Takes
promise.
a sip. It's weird. There's no odor. There's no bouquet. What kind of whiskey is this?
It's the good kind, the kind that'll get rid of your headache.
Oh, all right. A little hair of the old dog, you know?
For sure. All right, we should probably go find our friends. I think they're looking for stuff without us, and I wouldn't mind spending as much time with these strange, exotic animals that we're supposed to be going to go see.
Yes, earbuds, exotic, something or other.
I like animals.
I like animals too, especially puppies.
Oh, wait. I checked my backpack. Do I still have because it was me who grabbed the letter from the barkeep. Do I still have the coupon thing that I have that was given to us?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, yeah, no. They might be looking for payment, so we should probably hurry.
Probably a good idea.
I start heading out.
Oh man, I hate cardio in the morning, and I'm gonna jog after him.
Dude, it's late afternoon.
I'll whack Goon in the ass with my trunk and be like, "Get going."
Oh,
he's gonna take
easy. Buy me dinner first,
back.
Tuba. Jeez.
I can make dinner later.
Gonna start just hustling along.
Things are getting spicy between Tuba and Goon.
If the lantern is a rockin', don't come a knockin'.
He likes my.
It's my house.
I'm
gonna have to
okay,
set up
so
raffles.
you guys head outside to the bazaar. It doesn't take you very long to find Imogen, and what you expect is Bliss, because it looks like Bliss has transformed into the shape of a small weasel in order to kind of blend in more.
Is it a wombat?
It's a weasel, like I just said.
Is this weasel just skittering along beside me?
No, it's kind of like on your shoulder.
I'm so into that.
How would the snake hairs be interacting with a weasel?
I have a hat on, Brett.
Okay, Imogen.
If that is your real name.
This time,
As far as you guys know.
As far as we know, it is. But, I mean, last night we thought it was Andrea.
That is.
Wait, her
true.
name's not Andrea?
Oh,
Oh my
boy.
God.
How much did you drink
Oh.
last night?
Here, more water.
Thanks.
It's remember juice.
In Gaelic, whiskey is Whiskabetha, which is water of life. So, same family.
Yep. Feeling better with
Imogene
every
doesn't
sip.
speak Gaelic, but Karen does.
All right, so you all meet up. This is not too long after Bliss and Imogene see the person that was kind of prophesizing about magic.
Right. And Bliss and I just removed ourselves from that situation before anyone could have seen us and thought to question who we were or what we were doing there.
Exactly.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us. Is there anything that we need to pick up before we head to our animals?
Tylenol.
What other
Tylenol.
stalls are around here?
Is there an apothecary nearby?
A what?
An apothecary?
Yeah, there's an apothecary. It's a bazaar. There's something
All
for
right.
everybody.
Does Brett want a new hammer?
I don't need a hammer. I need a couple axes.
Mm.
I do miss my axes.
Yeah, we'd be able to get some axes.
Yes.
And I gotta top up on the old fuel. If you know what it is there, if you know, we gotta shop around for good vintage. Catch my drift.
If you know, you know.
So
If you know, you know.
so basically, the bazaar here is kind of something that happens like year round. Basically, as people are going into the city, they'll generally stop here for the night before going into the city or before leaving, just so that they have that kind of protection there. So they usually set up their stall for a day or two to sell their wares. So pretty much whatever you're looking for, you're going to be able to find.
Well, before everybody gets off to doing whatever they need to do, I feel like now that everybody's together, I will let them know what I learned from the guy. So yeah, I got visited by one of Andrea's friends while we were in the temple.
Oh, so they didn't go to do the maze.
Apparently not while we were, not like we did. But yeah, so they would like us to meet, or like me at least, to meet up with them after sundown tonight at the temple, because they say we're not going to be able to get out of the city very easily. I don't know if I should take them at their word or not, but yeah. They say that the same people that got us into this whole thing are the same people that are guarding the gates, and that they will be able to help sneak us out.
DM, do we see the people or the gates from within the bazaar?
The gates are probably about an hour or so ride away. But you do see a number of guards and patrolmen from the crown there, and they're all they're basically like the people carrying the crossbows that you saw listening to the mage.
Mm-hmm.
They all seem to have the same emblem on their bracers.
Well, I would rather avoid their crossbows. So if we think we can trust those guys, I'll take whatever hints we have to get out of the city.
I have a problem with you going alone,
Mm-hmm.
just because that is...
You and me both. Believe me, last time I went alone to do something, it didn't go very good.
Oh, I
Don't
feel
want
you
that to happen
there.
again.
I feel you there.
Alone all the time tends to work out all right.
You're a
Dude, you were
completely
sleeping in a
different person.
bathtub.
I'd go with you, show you the ropes on how to go alone.
If you go with her, she's not alone.
Good
Well,
point.
I mean, if
But like, you
we
gotta
all
go
go
with somebody the
together,
first time to learn how to go alone the second time.
if we all go together, I mean, I can just go into the temple. You guys can wait outside. I
I
talk
do
to
think,
them.
yeah, I think we're probably best to go as a group. Would you like to send the weasel?
I mean, if the weasel wants to come with me, that would actually be a very, what's the word? Covert way of bringing someone.
Yeah, recon.
And I mean, I'm kind of nondescript. They've seen me, but I am generally okay with getting around people's notice. If you want someone kind of nearby, but not directly beside you.
I am not going to say no.
Okay.
I am like a perfect shadow. You won't even know I'm there.
Okay, so Goon's not going in with you.
I feel like a giant probably isn't going to go too well when I'm already a big, huge
I'll tiptoe.
sight on its own. However, that isn't until later. So if we want to go take a look at eobirds, L-birds, Aobirds, whatever it was, something birds, we could do that in the meantime. And if you guys want to pick up your stuff, you can do that as well. I think I'm good for anything I need.
If we're truly leaving the city, I think I should get something more than my leather apron for defense.
I need to go shopping and try and find a something that's going to hold. I have brewer's supplies, so I have plenty of ways to make my own booze, but I need a way to store my own booze.
That is a bananas priority.
You know what? They're my priorities.
Did you say you need some place to store your beer?
My booze, yeah.
Oh, you didn't see I left it on the doorstep. Well, that's fine. You can get it later.
I missed
fixed
something on the doorstep?
I fixed up the chest that we found down the maze labyrinth thingy.
Oh, the one I filled full
straps.
of dirt?
Yes, and then we dumped the dirt out, yes.
So now it's got straps on it for like a backpack?
Yes.
Yeah, now it's a backpack of holding.
That held so much dirt. Just imagine how much of that could be booze now.
Please don't just put booze in there.
Oh, there's going to be so much booze.
And please, if you're going to put booze in there, make sure it's already in some kind of container.
Well, then I got to go back to buying containers here. I need like a cask
as many
or something.
containers as possible.
Okay, I will see you all back. Let's all meet at Eobirds or Yobirds or however you pronounce it. Yes?
I will stick with somebody.
I mean, you can come with me if you'd like.
The weasel and I are with Corbin that we need better armor. Okay. Because I think I'm still wearing Andrea's oversized t-shirt and strange shoes.
Yep. Yes.
All right. Well, how about me and you, Goon, explore this place if you're not in anything of need aside from the booze? I mean,
no, I need a couple hand axes for like self-defense, but that is less of a priority than getting something to hold my booze.
Oh my god, it's a date!
Oh my god, it's
a date.
All we need is the Ferris wheel.
Is there a Ferris wheel here, please? Please let it be like the pier in I don't know where it is.
The boardwalk there?
Yeah. I'm not American. I don't know what all the names are.
There does seem to be a very large contraption that goes around in a circle. It seems to be turned round by a rather large looks like an orc. But it is essentially, yes, a giant Ferris wheel.
Yes.
Upon closer look, it's a torture wheel with somebody in the center.
That's not as good.
Why not both?
I love that
So
we've
you can say, like, they
manufactured
multitask.
this.
It's called form and function.
We have manufactured both a Ferris wheel and a date for Tuba and Goon.
Yeah, and I need to get some hand axes and a cask.
You know what else you need?
What?
Flowers.
To
Aw.
impress your lady.
To flavor the whiskey. That's a great idea.
All right, I'm gonna go with Corbin and Imogen first, and then I'll
Weasel.
come back to Tuba and Full Goon for your guys' date. Okay.
Goon is the worst at romancing.
But he tries.
You just wait.
And Tuba has no idea what's going on. She's not even considering it being a date. She's just being friendly.
Yep.
My sincerest apologies to Tuba.
Yes.
Yeah, there's going to be a time where Tuba's going to either going to be okay with dating Goon, or is going to have to let Goon down. And I'm kind of excited to see that day. Whatever happens.
I don't like conflict. I hope I'm not there.
It'll be a thing.
It'll be a thing. Imogen, correct? Do you prefer Imogen, or do you want to still be called Andrea?
No, I think that now that farce has ended, and we can just call me Imogen.
Okay. Do you mind if I call you Jean?
I don't. So sweet of you to come up with a nickname for me.
Okay. Well,
I
have
emo?
what?
I said, do you mind if I call you emo?
I do. Please don't.
Can we call you IMO?
I feel like that's a mouthful.
Okay. I do have one other stop other than the armor shop, the leathers store. I would like to purchase some leather to start working a little bit. I noticed that your shoes are kind of large.
They are.
If you are okay with it, I'm not going to force this on you, but I can make you a pair of shoes that will work for you.
Are you a cobbler?
Yes, actually, I am.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. Because it turns out that I am not orc-sized.
Yeah, that makes sense. What?
Yeah, I would love new shoes. I was considering buying them, but if you'd like to make them, saving some money is always like at the top of my list.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cheaper to buy the leathers, and I work at them over a night or two. It'd be easier to do that or cheaper to do that than to buy a pair of shoes from somebody here. I'm looking around for for cobbler stands.
Mm-hmm. No, that would be super of you, Corbin. Did you say that you also had to go to the apothecary?
I mean, that was more or less for Full Goon or for Goon. I think they might go themselves.
Right. Okay.
So
we can
yeah.
find leathers and a place for armor.
Once our DM speaks up again.
Oh, I'm just waiting for you guys.
Yep.
So, you guys are gonna go look for armor now?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you search around a little bit.
Would a place that sells armor also sell like reasonable underclothes?
Possibly.
Okay, sure.
So you look around, you find basically where they would sell weapons, and not too far away from where they would sell weapons, you see where they sell armor, and then kind of a little bit further off down the line, you can see just kind of like an apparel shop.
All right. Is there a tannery around here?
There is a tannery, yeah, where they make the armor. Is like the first couple are still with the smiths, and they're going to make like plate armor. But as you kind of go further down, they're more tanners and such, making some lighter armor.
Okay. I assume that you are also preferring leather armor.
I am. I would definitely prefer something a little bit easier to carry.
Yes.
I do have leather light armor now, don't I? But there must be some upgrade from that.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go look there.
Yeah.
Right, so you go over to the worker as you kind of go into or kind of come into like his open kind of canopy tent. He's working on something and just kind of motions for you to look at the rack, and there's a rack of different kinds of armor.
What kinds are there?
A lot of different colors of regular armor, studded leathers, a couple of breastplates. Some are made out of what kind of looks like different material and stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll just kind of peruse the studded leather armor just to see what there is for like a selection of color. I have no idea what kind of color I want.
Okay.
Imogene would like something dark and a sturdy studded leather armor with a breastplate and bracers.
So,
and she wants to know if there's a way that you can brand something badass like snakes onto it.
Are you asking like that out loud?
Yeah.
As you kind of say that out loud, you hear the person that's at the back just kind of chuckle. Yeah, I'm sure there's something we can do.
Stick.
So you're both looking for studded leather?
Yes, and now thinking about it, I think I want it. I don't know if this is an actual thing or not, but like the leather armor that I'm looking for would be one that has like a full one-sided arm is leather, and then the other one is kind of cut off at the like partway down the arm.
Because you only
almost,
have one arm need.
Yeah, and also I think that's kind of like in archers. They have protection on one arm, but the other one they don't really need armor.
Yeah, so you see he kind of like the guy at the back. He puts down what he's doing. He's knowing now that you two are looking to kind of spend more than he thought.
Spend actual money.
spend actual money. He's
just because Corbin and I found a lot of gold.
Oh yeah, that's right. The people who found all the gold are together and buying stuff.
Bougie.
Yep.
He does look, and he does kind of pull out a piece of studded leather, studded leather armor that has basically most of an arm missing. It does look like it's made for an archer, so it's a little bit lighter, and it seems to have a number of small pockets kind of over it, mainly for like throwing projectiles and stuff like that.
Sweet.
And it's a dark kind of, grayish, blackish, brownish.
Okay.
Sort of. And he kind of holds it out and he's like, "This is kind of what you're thinking?"
I think that would do fairly well. Yes. How much is that?
Let me take a look here. Let me help your friend. We'll get it all together. See if I can get you a discount. Okay.
Sounds good.
Because this is probably going to be a little bit different considering it's custom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking to specifically customize mine.
So he kind of comes over to you and he's like, "So you wanted some studded leather. You wanted it to have a kind of reinforced breastplate and bracers. Anything else I can do for you? Anything else you want me to add?"
Yeah, I was wondering if I could have it branded with angry snakes.
I think I might have a couple of pieces I can probably put on.
That would really be symbolic to me. And I'd feel like the Imogene inside.
For altogether, probably both yours, like his is probably going to be 50 gold. Yours is probably going to be 50 gold. For me to put those, snake pieces on. Either of you want to throw on an extra 5 pieces of gold and, maybe I can hide a knife in there for you, something like that.
I do like hidden things and knives.
I don't usually do that.
Yeah.
But
What's another 5 gold? That sounds like something that I would be interested in.
excellent.
Actually, can I have a specific pocket, like hidden in the breast for my thieves' tools?
Sure, that's easily done.
Excellent.
What about you, sir? You want anything special added to your set?
I don't think I need any extra knives or hidden compartments, but I'm wondering if we could change the color from regular brown to something a little less brown.
More purple?
Purple, maybe not purple. I'm thinking, and then I kind of look down at my gauntlet that I'm wearing that is kind of golden black. I'm thinking kind of in the similar fashion to this, and I kind of bring it up to show the shop owner.
You look at him and like you hold it up to him and he looks at it and he touches certain parts of your gauntlet and you feel that when he touches a certain part, the tip of his finger seems to get dyed in that color. He's like, I can see what I can do. I'm going to advise it is going to take me a couple minutes to put everything together, probably about an hour or so. If you want to take a look at anything else we got, we did just get this new shipment in of these vials, and he holds up a vial, and it seems to sparkle a lot in the light. And he specifically says that they're liquid state crystal. Like
what would one use that for?
Well, pardon? If I bring up what we did for the Patreon, you know what? I think I would like one of those on my armor.
Yeah. What are you looking to protect yourself from?
Oh, I don't remember what all the things were. Just give me a minute.
Oh, damn. Corbin, can you help me with that as well?
Yes. Okay, so liquid state tears. They can be added to weapons or armor. Obviously, this one would be for armor. When added to armor, you can choose how many vials you would like to use and have at your disposal. For each vial used, should I be reading this off verbatim?
No, it's okay. Just send it to her.
Okay.
But long story short, different liquid state crystals will give you different effects, kind of depending on what the crystal is. Mainly the ones that he has here. He has 3. One seems to be citrine. The other seems to be ruby, and the other one's sapphire.
I think citrine looks quite nice.
Do I know the difference between the uses of ruby, citrine, and sapphire?
Yep.
So citrine is lightning, ruby is fire, sapphire is cold.
I don't know if any of those are a concern to Imogene.
You don't have to get any if you're gonna you're getting a knife and stuff, right?
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
All right, so that's gonna be 75 gold for you, sir, and that's gonna be 55 for you, ma'am.
You're the best.
Yeah, so he says basically to come back in about an hour or so, and he'll have the alterations made.
Does that give us time to go to Eobard's and still make Tuba's meeting?
Yep.
Great.
I still want to go to
Tannery.
Yep.
Yeah, so this guy is essentially a tanner, so if you want some leather, he can throw on some leather for you.
Okay, yeah, I would do that. I guess I'll subtract more from...
Yeah, subtract an extra 5 gold, and he'll throw on some scrap leather for you.
enough for shoes for Imogene, or shall I also purchase scrap leather?
I would like more than just enough for one pair of shoes. That's for sure.
You've got there's quite a bit.
Perfect.
He's basically like giving you his surplus, like some of his extra.
One-stop shop.
Okay. You said an extra 5. Okay.
Yeah, 5 gold worth of scrap leathers, quite a bit.
I just like take one of those bars out of my bag and just like. I think that was all that I needed.
Okay, so we're gonna jump over to Tuba and Goon. So, what are you guys looking to buy today?
I just need like a big cask that can like hold a lot of booze
Okay,
that I can then store into the trunk. And then I also want a small like handheld cask for like day to day. And then a couple hand axes because like priorities.
Okay, and Tuba, what are you looking to possibly get?
Tuba is not looking for anything really. She feels that she's got enough stuff in her backpack to get her through any situation.
Oh, I could browse too. I could use a couple fun story too. But I used to be pretty good with like little knickknacks and stuff like that back in the day. I could use a little bit of craftsman tools if I could find some.
If you can find some,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Keep an eye out for me.
Keep you occupied.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't get into any trouble.
Wait, do you think I would get us into trouble?
I didn't say you would. I just said just in case we get into trouble. I'm keeping us on par to how we probably should stay.
So,
Okay.
So as you are kind of walking around, you come across what basically would be like a what's the word I'm looking for here? Like a rural outfitters. So basically it's got like tents and stuff like that, but they seem to have it's like a general store where this person's basically selling a bunch of knickknacks.
Like a prospector's post.
Kind of. So you see that they have a couple of empty barrels. They have a couple of hand axes, fishing rods, basically anything an adventurer would need.
Oh, perfect. All right. I'm going to take 2 hand axes for myself, if you don't mind. I'll take 2 big casks. Do you have a small? Yeah, you have a small hand cask, I'm guessing. So 2.5 casks. Tuba, do you see anything really handy other than the fishing poles? Think they come in handy?
I already have a fishing pole in here, actually.
You have a fishing pole?
I have a fishing pole. Yes, I do.
I have a pot.
I got one of those as well.
I got a shovel, too. I'm pretty good at digging.
I got a shovel, too. Looks like we're
has pot.
on our way to making sure that we can dig a hole to the other side of the world.
Well, I know, and we can hold a lot of dirt in the back of this pack, so I figure before we get there, we can make it hold other things other than dirt.
I mean, it's probably more useful if there wasn't so much dirt in there.
Yeah, well, they emptied it already. I already checked.
Oh. Well, I mean, they probably did that for a reason.
Well, I mean, it was a lot of dirt.
I suppose you guys were digging through a lot of that dirt, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it'd be useful for a sandbox or something someday.
I mean, Bliss could always have used it as soil or something for her flower shop.
Yeah, you know what? Probably was pretty fertile.
Flower shop. I wonder, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder what his flower shop looks like. Now that I'm thinking about it, I want flowers.
Well, let's get some flowers then.
All right.
So Goon, you're gonna have to pay for what you've got so far.
All right, how much that sent me back?
The guy at the counter is like, that's gonna be 20 gold.
It's gonna be what?
20 gold.
Can I accidentally try to intimidate him?
No.
I want to slam down on the ground and be like, this price is outrageous. Accidentally intimidating him if possible.
You can slam your fist down and say the price is outrageous.
That's what I'm going to say.
Okay. He's like,
I am going to be like, excuse my friend. I feel like he's just a ball of emotions all the time. So
A ball, more like a glass case.
yeah, what he said. But there's no chance you could drop a couple of gold off of that, eh? I mean, it is quite a bit of stuff all right in once.
he looks you over, sees the sigils and stuff like that you would have on your armor and such. He's like, I guess I could probably do 15.
Sir, you're a gentleman and a scholar. I don't care what they say about you. Thank you so much. Fair price indeed, and I shake his hand.
You're gonna give him the money though?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Tuba will touch the man on the shoulder and be like, may be blessed. Thank you.
All right, so you've gotten the stuff there. Where would you like to go next? So you wanted to get flowers, right?
We need to get flowers.
Flowers. Would an apothecary around here possibly have flowers?
Yeah.
I mean, they might not be the prettiest flowers, but they might be useful. Let's head over to the apothecary.
Okay.
I like my girl who's more about function over fashion.
Never was too big in the fashion. Nothing ever fit me.
When you're a piece of art, you don't want to hide it behind a curtain.
I am going to say sure. I don't know what that means, but I agree. So yeah, let's head off to the apothecary first before we meet up.
We could maybe just go pick flowers in a field and hope for the best.
I mean, we could.
Do you know much about flowers?
I know nothing about flowers. Although
me neither.
I do know which ones have medicinal properties here and there, but not huge. Just a little bit.
DM, would I know if certain flowers would assist in flavoring of alcohol beverages?
You can roll survival or nature for it.
That is a 16.
You know some particular ones, yeah.
All right, you know what? I know a few that I'm actually on the hunt for. We can go find a field, and if we find an apothecary on our way out, we'll stop there first.
Sure. Did we want to check out that big round thing that they're apparently having people sit on rides with?
Sure.
Do we want to stop at the apothecary first, or pick the flowers first? Do we want to do that first?
I mean, I'm good with your decision. I do want to get you some flowers, though. I mean, get some flowers, though.
Let's try that first. I'm a little nervous with the heights, but hey, I'm also a little nervous with the two of us sitting on it. That kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to now.
It's all right. So you guys are going to get online for the Ferris wheel?
Yes.
And
I'm going to hold like Tuba's hand and be like, it's okay. I'm right here with you. We'll be fine.
Tuba gets more nervous every single second we get closer to the thing. And not because she's with Goon, but because she's going to go on this thing.
So you guys get to it. You hand over like the 2 silver it costs for you guys to get on. And as you kind of step to go on to this Ferris wheel, like I said, there's a rather large orc who is kind of doing the pulley system. He sees you get on and his jaw just drops. He's like, fuck me. So
Poor Ferris.
there's an open booth basically waiting for you guys to get on.
Tuba will take the first plunge on just because if she don't do it, she's gonna turn.
So Goon is right behind her.
So you guys get in, you guys close like the door to the little section there, and the orc is going to try to push you in. He tries and is not really able to, so he's going to try again.
Can I like reach my arm out and like try to like help push off the ground?
All right, he'll roll again. Okay, you push off the ground, and it helps him enough that he's like gets the momentum, and he just kind of keeps going with it.
Here, it might help if I
Oh no, he
put this
rolled.
down. I'm
He
gonna
rolled a nat.
drop my backpack on the ground beside us.
He rolled a nat 20. So once he got a little bit of momentum, he was able to keep it. So yeah, so you see he's working up a sweat down there, but you guys are able to kind of slowly go up to the top, and then
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Shh. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Goon's here. Goon's here. It's all right. Just open your eyes. Take a look at the whole wide world. Look at everything you can see from here.
I am too big to be this high.
Yeah, I know, but like we're also like up this high. Don't worry, it's most likely safe.
Most likely, that's the question.
Well, no, like the science is sound.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it
like
really?
yeah, you could be up this high as long as you had it on a good, spindle style radius. It would just be a matter of whether or not they maintained it. But like Buddy looks pretty young and fit. I bet she's taking good care of this here contraption.
I wonder what his name is.
I don't know. He looked like a Ferris to me.
I was thinking the same thing.
Seems like we're on like the same wavelength or something.
Hey, I was about to say the same thing.
What?
What? This is
Doom bites his knuckles off to the side, like yes.
And Tuba is going to pull her ears from her eyes and try to look around as best she can, keeping her trunk and hands inside the cart at all times.
So you gotta tell me there, gorgeous, what brought you to the fun-filled adventure of this team? I mean, this is like business as normal for me, but you seem a little out of place.
Believe me, I am out of place. I'm the daughter of a well-known emissary for my people in Geralta.
Galterra.
Galterra, that's it. Sorry. And he recently passed. And at his funeral, I was invited to go to where I met you guys for a way of trying to get on the path that my father followed, and I wanted to go on the adventures to do so. So if you might have noticed, when most of everybody else seemed to be like very on edge and not really wanting to go into the maze of death, I was kind of excited, not thinking that it would actually be a maze of death. That turned out to be very wrong, and so I'm here.
I mean, it still was kind of fun for a maze of death, though. Minus like the traps that set off for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Like the ones that for some reason snap loose without any interaction from people whatsoever.
Well, I'm just glad we didn't go into the meat chamber or the meat grinder chamber. I think that would have been bad.
I feel bad about lighting the whole one floor on fire. Not that I was involved in that situation much, but I really hope that dungeon had fire insurance.
I have a feeling it probably didn't.
The smoke damage alone,
Yeah. No curtains coming from that place clean.
I've been in a mine after a fire. Like, it sucks breathing in those places enough as it is. Like, imagine after a smoky fire.
I don't want to, and my nose is sensitive, so I wouldn't even want to smell it.
You wouldn't. It smells like, the underside of a half orc's armpit.
Oof. I've smelt those before. They're not fun.
I'd really, really, really hate to be the people that have to clean that tunnel, that old labyrinth, that old dungeon.
Yeah.
Really would suck to have a job like that.
Most definitely. Glad it's not me.
So after you guys reach the top, you look over. You're able to kind of see around you. You're able to see the large kind of. It almost looks like a zoo, but by its sides, there it says Eobard's exotic and enlarged animals.
I think that's the place we're supposed to be going to.
Oh, perfect. I knew getting up this high would have its benefits, other
Also-
than seeing your beauty in the moonlight.
It's like mid-afternoon.
In the fading sunlight.
But yeah, it is starting to get a little bit darker because it's starting to get later in the day. But you also start to see kind of groups of people kind of converging. So these people are all kind of wearing similar armor and hats and blades and everything there.
They're converging towards us? Or
They're generally just converging in different areas, almost like they're setting up some kind of perimeter. You're not quite sure if it's for you or for
maybe
something else.
the whole
Hey,
thing.
it looks like one of those neat, like, aerial dance performances.
Aerial dance performance?
Yeah, so, like, when you're down on, like, their level and they're moving around, it doesn't really make any sense. But when you get up higher, they're actually moving in a way that it looks like a pretty pattern. Look, it's like they're making a whole circle.
Yeah. That is definitely one way of looking at it. I was kind of thinking this might have been the issue of what the guy, the real Andrea's friend was telling me about, where like they would start like blocking our path and stuff like that. But it'd be cool if they started doing a dance.
Yeah, so from above you can see they're kind of converging in parts, and it looks like they're kind of going up to people and asking to kind of see about certain documents and stuff like that. They're kind of telling a couple places that they need to close up shop.
I think we should probably hurry up and get on to what we were going to do. Flowers might have to wait for now.
Yeah, unless we find a field on the way. But don't worry, I feel like the downward trip of this wheel is going to be real interesting, given how burnt out Buddy's arms are getting us up here.
Yeah, it comes quicker than you'd expect. It's a little jolting. But you are able to get to the bottom. What would you like to do now that you're off the Ferris wheel?
Tuba is going to kiss the ground with her trunk, just slowly bend down, be like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then she'll look at the orc and be like, I'm so sorry. And then I'll hook Goon around the elbow with my trunk and be like, we should go now.
Goon is going to be like, while Tuba was trying to kiss the ground, Goon had tried to make a move to kiss her on the cheek and was totally missed it because of bad timing. And so it's just kind of like recouping, realizing like hopefully nobody saw it. And it's just like, yeah, okay, let's go.
And yeah, we'll go. I will take him to Eobard's to meet the other two.
Okay, so everybody kind of meets up at Aelbard's. Corbin and Imogen are able to kind of circle back beforehand, grab their customized armor. Very quickly done, by the way, and they're all able to meet you in front of Eobard's.
Okay, before we go in, I go into my backpack and I grab out the letter that we received, and I open it up to get the coupon. Are there 5 coupons, or is it one that says that we get 5 mounts?
There's one that says you get 5.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Imogen, forget to get clothes that fit that go under this armor. Next time.
I mean, there's not that much left that we can, like, after we leave here, we're not going to be in a big city for a very, very long time.
Oh no?
I mean, this is the biggest city on the continent.
Dang it. It's fine.
At least that I know of.
Well, we got her. You got your task. You got your armors. Anything else we need before we got to go?
Mounts and other clothes.
Mounts and other clothes.
Well, I don't know. Are any of us handy with a sewing needle? Could I take this shirt in some?
I mean,
And also the pants?
I could attempt it. I'm more of a shoe maker, but I could attempt to hem it.
We'll make do. Let's
I feel
worry
like
about the
I
animals.
could figure it out.
I don't want Goon to do it.
I have delicate touch.
Oh, Jacob, are you going to make a sewing skill for me?
I can make a sewing skill.
Okay.
I'm sure between a lot of us, we can work something out for you.
Right? Doesn't a lady learn how to sew, Tuba?
I mean, I have never, but even though I don't wear the styles, doesn't mean I don't know the styles.
You might be able
Fair.
to help me with that because I know how to sew, but I don't know the styles.
Corbin doesn't know fashion?
I don't look at people's clothes. I look at their shoes.
Oh my god, shoes.
Oh my god, shoes.
With that being said, are you going to go into Aelbard's?
I would like to go in, yes.
Yes, please.
So you go underneath like the banner there, and you see that there's a person there that looks like he's kind of staring right at you, almost like he was waiting for you.
Hi, did they look like they work there?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I have this, and I bring out the letter and like hand the coupon over.
Oh, you're those people. We were expecting you earlier, but
Apologies.
yeah, we can get you what you need. Give me 2 seconds. We're actually starting to get pretty close to close. Do you know what you're looking for?
What do you have?
We have literally here.
Is this the part where we all tell you what animals we are choosing?
Not quite. Close.
Okay. Let's say, do you have a booklet of animals?
Deep inside your subconscious, you each have a creature that is bonded to your soul. Some religions call it by different names, guardian spirit, whatever. But here at Eobard's, we have a way to find that spirit, and with that, we can very easily find you each the perfect creature for you to ride. Now, this says there should be 5 of you, but I'm only counting 4.
Oh, I
Uh,
look at the weasel.
Imogene gestures to the weasel and says, this weasel is also one of us.
Oh, I know a couple people like that. That's understandable. So, with this crystal ball, I want you to put your hands on it and tell me what you see. So he takes out the crystal ball. He looks at Tuba first and asks Tuba to put her hand on the crystal ball.
She like kind of twiddles her fingers a little bit as she reaches out, a little unsure, and then places her hand on it.
Okay, and
Not
after
sure
she
what to
places her
expect.
hand on it, what does she see inside the crystal ball? What animal does she see?
She closes her eyes, and then she opens them, looks in deeply, and she sees what looks like a cross between a basset hound and a dachshund. Big, long, droopy ears, big, long body, tiny little legs, big snoot, longish, waving tail. Brown, almost beagle colored, like the brown and whitish. I'm going to say are those like husky blue eyes.
Okay. So he looks at it and he takes out a quill. He's not writing on anything. He's just kind of writing in the air, and he's like, "Okay, next," and he brings it over to Imogen.
Imogene firmly grasps the crystal ball with her muscular, roughened hands, and she closes her eyes and sees a clearing in the forest with sunlight filtering through the trees, and in the forest are giant moss and lichen covered raccoons with small flowers and mushrooms growing on them, and they are rolling in the grass and doing grabby little hands with their grabby little raccoon hands, and they are mostly gray, but kind of brownish. They fit into the woodland setting very nicely.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you see he's writing something else in the air again. Next to you, my large friend. And he passes it over to Fulgun.
So, like, you know, in that scene where, like, the hat doesn't even touch the kid's head before it yells out the house he's got to go to?
Gryffindor!
No, Slytherin! Like, immediately.
Yeah,
before
much.
It even touches his head. Like, the ball doesn't even hit Goon's hands yet, and already coming in to the crystal ball is just this sleek, trimmed, slightly moist beaver with, like, the most rockinest pit viper sunglasses and, like, sideburns. Or something along those lines, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you touch it, and there's a pretty ferocious looking beaver there. He's got short legs, but some gnarly looking, almost moose like horns. And the guy,
it's glorious.
He's like, okay, and he writes in the air there. And lastly, gives the gives the crystal ball to the weasel, who is Bliss, who is not able to play right now.
Insert slice of Jacob and Bliss talking about the character's mount.
For now, the Foley artist inserts small squeaking weasel noises as the weasel speaks and puts their hands on the crystal ball.
Okay. And lastly, over to you. He passes it to Corbin. Corbin, what do you see in it?
So I take it with both hands and I start to see a ferret. But then I think my gauntlet kind of glows and shocks a little bit. And then the image quickly turns into that of a snow lynx. So it turns into kind of a picture of a snowy forest, and out of this forest walks this kind of gray, silver, and black coated lynx, giant paws, and I don't really know how to describe a lynx other than it's a lynx.
Mm-hmm.
But that starts to pad around in view.
You also do still see that ferret kind of like darting in between its legs.
Oh, what does that mean if I see two?
Well, I mean, the second one is quite small. I'm sure we can, the ball never lies, and I'm sure we can do something there. So he goes and he gets now these creatures, these beasts. I will have to go and fetch them. Are you okay waiting here for a couple of minutes?
I think we should be good. Yep.
Yeah. Is there a seating area around?
Sorry, you'll have to stand.
That's fine.
I've done enough sitting today. I'm good with standing. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys are kind of waiting there as he goes, and he's going to get the animals, get them all saddled up and everything there. As you are standing there, you see the group of people in like the long trench coats and the large hats, carrying their blades and crossbows around, and you see a couple are coming up kind of closer to where you guys are.
Maybe we should walk around a little bit while we wait.
Yeah, let's peruse the interior. Maybe not be right directly like in the entranceway.
Wouldn't mind looking at some of these animals. Maybe we can give some petting, or maybe they might have some food that we could feed them, kind of like an actual petting zoo.
So yeah, as you guys start moving, you see that they kind of start picking up the pace behind you.
Is this a trap?
You're not sure.
Imogene has concerns. But maybe she's just paranoid because she's been to jail before and she's not going back.
Oi, you group here.
Logan's just gonna like point to himself. Me, them, me, them, me, them.
The weasel also points to himself.
Isn't it starting to get a little late?
Yes.
It is.
This is our last stop before we head back.
We're just waiting for our mounts to get ready, and then we'll be off. No trouble.
I got a beaver.
We're looking for a mage. He was speaking to a group of people earlier. You ain't seen him, have you?
Well,
Damn it, we saw that mage.
Did you?
Imogene whispers to the weasel.
Oh.
The guy doesn't hear you.
We ain't seen nothing that I'm aware of.
I haven't seen any mages, really. We were at the temple earlier. We saw a few clerics.
I haven't seen them since they were on the stage. Definitely didn't want to get mixed up in that mess.
Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah, just if you see him, come to us and we'll sure to throw you a reward, eh?
oh, what kind of reward? And what's a mage?
Ignore him.
Let us know.
We will come running if we see this mage.
And with that, they kind of go, and they still look like they're kind of walking, but looking around for stuff.
Well, I'm glad that had nothing to do with us, at least.
I'm glad that we haven't seen any mage.
Like, what's a mage? Like, are there other like age kind of classes? Is there like a rage? Is there a gauge?
You had to start with rage, didn't you? It's like technically, a mage is someone who, like an elementalist, that they harness the magic of the world and can focus it for either good or bad.
Oh, that doesn't sound that complicated.
You gonna do some maging area?
I mean, you mostly need to be kind of born with it to get those kinds of powers.
I'm just gonna put my hand on Corbin's shoulder and be like, nah, I bet I figured out. Or something like it, you know. Like, it can't be that hard.
I mean, to be fair,
I
was
tuba fair.
I am not a mage, but I kind of gestured to the gauntlet, kind of happened upon it, I guess.
Yeah, this thing is really neat. Can I kind of take a gander at it?
Maybe not here.
Oh, yeah, all right, fair.
Maybe not ever.
I mean,
maybe in the safety lantern.
Oh, yeah, like, by the way, I'm going to lean into Corbin. Really comfy bathtub in there. Like, that is like a soaker tub for sure. I could sleep in that forever.
You almost did. Not gonna lie.
Good thing I gave you some water before you went to bed.
Oh, was that special shot you gave me before I went to sleep?
Yep.
Oh, thanks so much. That was delicious.
I do my best. I just want to take care of you.
So after about 20, 30 minutes, you see the guy came back with your mounts. They all have saddles and packs kind of ready on the back of them. And he advises that you're all ready to go.
Thank you very much. Do we still owe you anything?
No, everything's all good.
Okay. Thank you very much for doing this at such a late hour.
It is starting to get a little dark, but good luck and Godspeed out there.
You as well.
So it is starting to get closer to sunset now. What would you like to do?
Probably start making our way back to the temple. But I want to scratch these big, huge ears first, and I'm getting right in there. Like,
hey,
get my trunk
could,
right
like,
underneath it, and
it's the sunset right now.
Yes.
We could, like, I don't know, ride off into it.
I mean, we could also stay the night or go to the temple and see if we can get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. But, like, just so you guys know, someday we will ride off into the sunset together.
I'm down. I hope somebody can paint it while we
Sweet bones. I'm going to, like, shove the hand over for, like, throw the knuckle bones over to Tuba.
The bones?
Yeah.
What bones?
Fist bump.
Oh, she'll lift her trunk, curl it up into a little fist, and
Boom.
bop them.
Give him a rock, Tuba.
I try to.
I whisper to Imogene, I think we missed something.
I don't know what we could have missed, but they seem to have grown a lot closer.
Huh.
The large raccoon and small weasel frolic by chasing each other.
I think the small ferret. Is the ferret there?
The ferret's there as well.
Okay. The small ferret is also running around with them.
Where's the beaver? Oh, it's in the tree line. Get back here!
So are you guys going? What are you guys going to do?
I say that Goon and I take post outside of the temple and send in the recon ferret, and Corbin and Tuba. Well, Corbin can casually go inside the temple, and Tuba can go to meet the people.
Oh,
I'm
Tuba,
good with that.
do you know
Yeah.
where the shrine to do it to the elitist is? I couldn't find it earlier.
I
You were
did.
right by it.
I did find it. I was actually right by it. That's where I was when that guy came up to me.
Oh, good. Then could you show me to it so I can at least pray the way that I was hoping to earlier?
Most definitely. Now that
Okay.
I know where we're going, it shouldn't take very long. Hopefully we can get that in before we run into that guy. And I will, with everybody all set and ready to roll, I will lead the way.
So you two are going inside, and Goon and Imogen are staying outside.
And the weasel is also going inside.
Okay. So you guys go inside. You're able to take your mounts inside. It seems that the person that's working the door at the cathedral has kind of ushered everyone else out at the end of their day, but they're letting you through with your mounts.
That's
Thank
nice.
you very much. It's
Thank
very
you.
greatly appreciated.
You see at the other end of the basically at the not the lobby, but like the entry kind of room there. You see Andreas and her team, and what looks like a couple of clergy there, ready to kind of help you guys leave.
Okay. So if you want to, I can point you in the right direction to the latest's shrine if you would like. Bliss can kick around with me while you do that, and I will have a quick chat with these folks, see what they need, and then gather everybody afterwards.
Sure. I will be close by at least. I'll try to stay within earshot.
Appreciate
And the
it.
weasel within biting distance.
Sounds good. And then Tuba will slowly but firmly make her way towards the group of semi-strangers.
So you make your way over, and so is this everyone?
I felt that when your companion talked to me, he wanted me to come alone to the temple or to meet you guys. If that's not the case, then I can definitely get everybody together. It just seemed to me that you guys wanted to talk to me first and then go, but I might have gotten things a little confused.
Yeah, I mean we can, and you see the Minotaur kind of speaks up. It's like, oh, we have prepared passage for the lot of you. So whoever's looking to come, but we're going to need to do so very soon.
All right. Well, give me a few moments and we'll be right with you. And then she's going to say to Bliss, she's going to say, hey, you want to go grab the other two? And I will take care of Corbin. We'll be, and then meet right back here in like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. And then let Bliss take off. And then Tuba is going to go towards Corbin and be like, if you want to get your prayer in, I'll lead the way. And then when you're done with that, then we can go with these guys. Apparently they wanted us all in a group.
I think when you get up to Corbin, he is muttering under his breath as he's praying.
She will then not completely try to interrupt him. She'll just kind of say it and hope that he can kind of hear over the praying, but she's not going to be like, hurry the fuck up. She's going to be like, you get your prayer in, and then we'll be on our way when you're ready.
I give a thumbs up and then continue praying.
Bliss finds Goon and Imogene outside of the temple. Goon is trying to teach Imogene to play Polish gin. The
It's
weasel.
a really easy game, okay? All you gotta do is you gotta line up the 4. So when you're on round 4, your 4 is your magic card, okay? Like, pay attention, Imogene.
Okay, so the weasel is gesturing wildly that they should go inside.
As it is, you see the mage from earlier is very very distraught, and he's running towards the cathedral. He's like, hey you, can you help me? Please help. And you see a group of the people that were searching for him earlier kind of come out from around a corner, and they are chasing him with their crossbows drawn. He turns around and he tries to sling a little bit of magic at them, but it's not strong enough. It just kind of bounces off their armor. And a couple of them stop, hold up their crossbows, and shoot him, getting him in both of the shoulders. These bolts have rope tied to the back of it, and they start pulling him backwards. So the others that are kind of running towards him saw that he yelled to you guys. He's like, hey, are you with him? Get him! Get them!
Shit. Run inside the temple.
Yeah, nothing new to see here. And turn and run inside.
Yeah, and you see that behind them there's a larger group coming as well. So you guys run inside?
Yep.
We sure do. We abandon the mage. Sorry.
I thought that was one of them cages, not the mages, so not our issue.
All right, so you all run inside, and what do you say?
Can we barricade the door into the temple behind us and find Tuba and people?
You can try. You might need some help with it, though. Deal.
Goon.
Yeah, what's up? You need a hand?
Could you and your many muscles please try and block this door?
Oh, one of the best things about me is that not only am I really good at opening doors, I'm really good at closing them too. Can I just wail as hard as I can on the door structure to try and crumble it?
I don't think that will help.
What?
I would rather you didn't do that.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, I crit failed. Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, 10. That's a 7.
So you slam the door, but you didn't slam it very tight. So they're starting to kind of push behind it. Everyone else, you kind of see this, but you don't know what's kind of going on.
Tuba is like, what the heck, dude? We're in a temple. You gotta be quiet. What's going on?
Oh.
What is all this noise?
This is not what I meant.
Oh, sorry. There's just a lot of angry people outside, and I thought it best they not be able to have a door to get inside.
Is there anything in here that we can push in front of the door?
Respectfully, of course.
Not one of the statues.
But, unless we could.
We feared this could happen. And you see the Minotaur and Andreas are like, we'll barricade the door. You guys need to go. So they go. And they push against the door, and you've got a half orc and a Minotaur there. They're putting a lot of pressure on that door. The others are kind of waving you towards, coming towards them, coming to. They're basically beckoning you to come towards them.
But before I leave the doorpost, can I tap the Minotaur on the shoulder, look him in the eyes, and be like, "Push with your calves."
He looks at you.
Jeez.
He looks at you and he literally says, "Go fuck yourself."
You're the worst.
It was perfect because he's smart cow.
When this is all over, I'm gonna have some questions. But yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's leave before we are overrun.
So the others are kind of motioning towards you, and they're pointing to basically looks like there was a shrine, and they've kind of pushed the shrine to the side, and there seems to be a staircase behind it.
I just kind of say I'll go first, and then just start running over there.
Last one down the staircase is a rotten egg.
You see the half elf you see the elf monk there. Advise just follow it to the end. Just go in a straight line. Don't turn. Don't go anywhere else. Just go straight. Within a few hours, you'll be far enough outside the city. No one will be able to follow you.
We have our mounts too, right?
Yeah.
Did you say that again? I thought you said there was a left turn somewhere.
So,
oh my god,
Goon, just follow us. Do not look anywhere else other than us.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you just say that?
Nobody asked Goon for directions.
All right. So yes, he's like, once you are all in here, we're going to close this back up. This is the only way outside the city. I apologize.
Thank you very much for everything that you're doing here.
Stay safe.
We know your mission. Good luck.
We'll need it.
I mean, we don't even really know our mission. Who remembers the name of the guy we're supposed to be finding?
I do. Ulrus. That's just the last name. We don't know at first.
As Tuba passes through the door, last one of the other adventuring party that she passes, she's going to cast Sanctuary on.
It's the elf, and the elf kind of gives you a smile. Says thanks.
Can't help everybody, but I can do what I can.
So after you're done, they pull the shrine back, and you hear it kind of creak and scratch as it's pulled back. And it's very dark. You have a torch lighted up if you have light.
Light on my snoot.
I think I was first.
Even
I
better.
guess.
Light on food snoot. Yes, food.
Can I boot the snoot?
Please don't boot the snoot.
You booped Tuba's snoot earlier.
You see the light kind of shines around, kind of enough that you can kind of see where you're going. And then you see where you are. At the moment, it is a very straight corridor, as far as you can see. Lining the walls, you see multiple sarcophagi.
Ah, shit.
Oh.
Welcome to the necropolis. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
It's okay. Goon's here. It's all right.